Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and on this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answer they need from an employment attorney. We have a question here for YouTube user AliCat125, who says, Vince, thanks for the videos. My pleasure, AliCat. My wife talks to me frequently about how forgiveness will set you free. How do you forgive or live a good life while you are involved in a lawsuit with people who hurt you so much? What techniques do you suggest to clients? I do not. This may surprise you, or it may not. But I view our firm, our attorneys, employment attorneys in general, as monsters for hire, right? You hire us to harm the people who harmed you and go after them until they give you a check to make it right. And listen, there's other things you could get. You might get the promotion, the job back, all kinds of things, right? The limitations on what you might settle a case for are limited purely by human imagination, which is perhaps near infinite. Now, that being said, I'm not an especially good person. I'm an especially honest person. I'm an especially aggressive person. Durable, tenacious. But I don't think anyone's going to ever be like, that Vince fella, he's so enlightened. I'm a trailer park kid who loves this industry because I have a really nice set of laws that I can use to go after the wealthiest people in the world and rip money out of them. Right? I mean, am I going to be achieving enlightenment anytime soon? Am I going to be living up to the Christian normative ideals of forgiveness? I'll tell you what, that forgiveness stuff, I don't know about it. I don't know. I think Jesus, he had some bangers. Forgiveness, not one of them. Nobody's perfect. Seems not even the Son of God. Getting canceled for this. Listen, I'm just saying, forgiveness is not my job. Mental health, not my job. Facetiously, I like to say that we monetize hate. We stack bodies and checks. That's the job. We don't actually stack bodies. To the best of my knowledge, one of our cases has never killed someone. Directly. So, what I would say to you, AliCat, is that it's going to be good for your case to treat with a mental health professional anyways. And that's the person who is qualified, trained, capable, even so inclined to help you to deal with getting past the traumas you experienced in your workplace mishap, to deal with the pain, the suffering, the unpleasantness that generally occurs in the lead up to an employment litigation, workplace discrimination, workplace sexual harassment, right? Being attacked in your very identity. Tough. Don't know that I've ever experienced it. Been with a lot of people, awful lot of people, hundreds every year, who've experienced that. And I'll tell you, looks tough. Looks like they're going through some stuff. Makes it hard. Hard to make decisions. Hard to enjoy life, I think. Hard to be happy. Hard to be the parent, the partner, the sibling that you want to be to the people you care about. Hard to be the friend you want to be, right? Because someone attacked you on the basis of your very identity or tried to leverage your livelihood against you so you'd give them sexual gratification. Like, I appreciate where you're going with this. I appreciate the very enlightened idea of like we should forgive and move on. I do. And I think that has value. But not to me. At least not during this process, right? During this process, We're doing our best to assign a monetary value to how we were wronged. Now, we will fail because the laws available to us do not give us enough damages for me to feel like you've actually been made whole. Although, in fairness, I don't know the laws could really, because I see what people go through, and I don't know that there's dollar amounts that I think realistically make someone whole for some of these things that are done to them, right? Sexual assault. How do you look at someone who experienced sexual assault and tell them what dollar amount will make them feel better? I would argue you don't. I would argue you can't. You get them as much as you can because there's no realistic chance that dollars are going to make it better. Little piles of gold aren't going to put everything back together for these people. But we do what we can, and it's less than it should be, but that's what our society has chosen when we elected people who wrote these laws, and we're doing our best. So I think it's good for you if you can forgive and move on. Good for you. To my mind, that's something we'll do after they pay some restitution. Some, not as much as they should pay, but some. And then, with that small sliver of vindication, perhaps the healing can begin. I don't know. That might be the worst mental health advice, the worst spiritual advice ever given. So really what I'm saying is I don't have your answer. That's not something I concern myself with. That's not my job. I very much care about my clients' well-being, but I am not interested in encouraging them to forgive or forget. That's not what we're doing. We're holding accountable to the greatest extent allowable by the law. So, Ollie Cat, I applaud your enlightenment. I applaud your thinking. I hope that in the comment section down below, people who have been through these things can share what they did, what they utilized in terms of tactics to deal with what they experienced and to forgive and forget and move on. Maybe this comment section could have real value. Because my answer is, don't know, don't particularly care. Not my job. And it's not entirely true. Like, I want people to be able to move on, but I have a very important role. And I don't know that role really encompasses things that I'm not qualified to do, like help people move on. So, Ollie, good luck to you. I'm hoping you can be successful in achieving forgiveness and being set free by that. Your wife sounds very wise. Like, subscribe, comment down below, share our channel so it can grow.